A controversial telecommunications project in Westmore gets the green light today from the state's Public Utility Commission.
We've told you about the telecommunications build out across the state and how it's almost always met with pushback.
Channel 3's Sophia Thomas looked into the project, raising eyebrows in the kingdom.
Department of Public Service data shows 668 distinct telecommunication tower structures across Vermont, with more in progress. Many are part of an ongoing push to boost service in the most rural pockets of the state. That can be where developers run into the most trouble.
Donna DeZugas moved to Westmore for its untouched landscape.
It's the natural beauty, and that's what I want. I wanted to get away from, the strip malls and the development.
National Natural Landmark Lake Willoughby and the surrounding state forest are Westmore's pride and joy. So DeZugas and her neighbors were alarmed when a Massachusetts company petitioned to put a telecommunications tower in the middle of it.
Totally noticeable from everything that makes this place special.
The company, Industrial Tower and Wireless, hopes to install a 140-foot tower, 153 feet including antenna, a short drive from Willoughby Shore. Zugas showed me how it would rise high above the tree line.
The higher you go up on this hill, the more likely is you're going to see this.
ITW didn't respond to WCAX's request for comment. In its petition, ITW says it would provide two-way radio for emergency services and eventually rent tower space to cellular providers to improve coverage along Route 5A. DeZugas argues that locals don't care about better service.
When they come visit here and come choose to live here, they accept the pace of life. They don't come here saying, oh, we better have good cell service.
But some say they'd welcome it. Westmore and surrounding areas have spotty service, if any at all, particularly along the southern part of Route 5A headed toward West Burke. Glover Ambulance Squad was offered a free spot at the top of the proposed tower. They told WCAX over email that they encourage any new commercial tower site to consider space for public safety communications. For others, it's a matter of money.
Local businesses we spoke with say failed texts and calls like that are a common complaint among customers, and they ask to hop on the business's Wi-Fi. Now, with too many customers on there, it can actually end up messing with their sales systems.
Still, State Telecommunications and Connectivity Division Director Hunter Thompson adds that ITW hasn't made any agreements with providers, so cell service isn't a given.
I can sympathize with the residents. There is no guarantee that AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile will decide to co-locate on that tower.
Locals also argue that the tower goes against Westmore's town plan. It says developments 100 feet or higher and visible from within the National Natural Landmark would have substantial regional impact. The Department of Public Service ruled that the tower wouldn't violate the town plan. Thompson recalls Enosburg and Worcester successfully shut down ITW's attempts to build towers in their communities, but that could become harder to do, even in the most beautiful parts of Vermont.
We've got to the point where there's enough saturation around the state that service has enough coverage that the towers are getting put into the spots that are more remote, smaller, and much more scenic than they were previously.
If a tower can go up near a landmark like Lake Willoughby in a community with mixed feelings, DeZugas worries this development could happen anywhere.
If we can't stop it here with the aesthetics and the ultimate, it's going to go up in so many towns across Vermont.
Sophia Thomas, Channel 3 News.
While Westmore residents say they've suggested alternative locations for the tower, the Department of Public Service says no viable alternatives have been proposed. Now, opponents of the tower are looking into appealing the PUC's decision with the Vermont Supreme Court.